In the distant future, when humans live among the stars, what will our homes look like? Not domes on Mars, not tin can habitats on the moon, but vast, rotating cities in space, self-sustaining colonies powered by solar energy, engineered for zero gravity, and governed by artificial intelligence. This is not a dream from science fiction. It is a vision quietly taking shape inside one of Earth's most ambitious space companies, Blue Origin. At the heart of this vision lies a name you might not expect: Jarvis. Project Jarvis is Blue Origin's secretive initiative, not just to build better rockets, but to explore how AI can build and manage entire space habitats, cities among the stars, industrial platforms in orbit, colonies that don't rely on Earth because they were never designed to. What if AI could design, construct, and run humanity's first permanent space colonies? What if Jarvis isn't just a rocket component, but the beginning of an entirely new kind of civilization? Let's take a closer look. Blue Origin was founded in 2000 by Jeff Bezos, with a simple but profound mission: to build a future where millions of people can live and work in space. Unlike the immediate goals of reaching Mars or building lunar bases, Blue Origin has always talked about the long game, building infrastructure, step by step, to support a civilization beyond Earth. At first, that meant developing launch vehicles like New Shepard for space tourism and New Glenn, their massive orbital rocket. But behind the scenes, Blue Origin was working on something else, something more experimental. Enter Project Jarvis, named, quite possibly, in homage to the fictional AI assistant from Iron Man. But unlike its cinematic namesake, Jarvis isn't just a voice in a helmet. It's a real engineering effort to create reusable space components, tanks, stages, and systems that are smart, autonomous, and optimized by AI from the start. In its earliest form, Jarvis was about testing reusable rocket tanks made of stainless steel, competing with SpaceX's rapid iteration philosophy. But now, some reports suggest that the name Jarvis is being used internally for a much broader AI-led architecture, one that could shape off-world habitats, robotic construction systems, and closed-loop ecosystems. It's not just about launching payloads anymore. It's about creating the conditions for life to thrive in orbit without constant help from Earth. Building a home in space is nothing like building a home on Earth. Materials are expensive to launch. Construction is dangerous, time-consuming, and exposed to radiation, vacuum, and extreme temperature shifts. Even the most advanced human teams would struggle to assemble large structures in orbit. That's where AI comes in. Artificial intelligence, combined with robotics, offers the ability to design structures optimized for zero gravity, adjust plans in real time, and even manage long-term life support systems with better efficiency than any human ever could. Jarvis, in this context, may be the operating system of a space colony, not just its brain, but its hands and its instincts. Imagine fleets of AI-guided construction bots, assembling modular habitats in orbit using materials sourced from the moon or near-Earth asteroids. Imagine an intelligent control system managing oxygen levels, energy distribution, crop production, and recycling systems, all without human oversight. These aren't far-future dreams. They're practical necessities. To build in space, we need machines that can adapt, learn, and solve problems faster than human crews, especially when human lives depend on it. Blue Origin's Jarvis could be the prototype for these systems. Not a humanoid robot, but a distributed intelligence, optimized for building and maintaining space habitats from the ground or orbit up. The deeper inspiration for Project Jarvis might go back even further, to a physicist named Gerard K. O'Neill. In the 1970s, O'Neill proposed a radical idea. Instead of colonizing planets, we should build free-floating habitats in space. Massive cylinders or spheres that rotate to simulate gravity, powered by solar energy, and capable of housing thousands, even millions, of people. These O'Neill cylinders wouldn't be constrained by planetary surfaces. They could be placed anywhere, orbiting Earth, hovering near Lagrange points, or positioned around other celestial bodies. Jeff Bezos has repeatedly said that this is his preferred vision of humanity's future. Not Martian deserts, but lush, Earth-like environments in the vacuum of space. To build something like that requires three key things: reusable rockets, in-space manufacturing, and autonomous systems that can manage complexity without constant human control. Project Jarvis, in this broader sense, could be Blue Origin's attempt to create those autonomous systems. A platform not just for building rockets, but for building civilization. In its most public form, Jarvis began as a project to develop reusable upper stages for the New Glenn rocket. Lightweight, smart, capable of returning safely for reuse. But over time, it seems the scope has grown. In some insider reports, engineers describe using AI-driven simulations to test how different materials behave in orbit, how pressure vessels might adapt to thermal cycling, and how systems can be designed to heal or repair themselves. Others suggest that Jarvis could become a platform for in-space construction, using AI to control robotic arms, welding systems, and modular assembly techniques. This isn't just about one rocket. It's about building infrastructure in orbit, gas stations, data relays, solar farms, and eventually, habitable zones. Imagine a smart habitat in orbit, walls that respond to temperature changes, systems that learn your oxygen usage over time, AI companions that monitor mental health, mechanical drones that replace damaged components autonomously. Jarvis might be the system that ties all of that together. Not just running a habitat, but designing, maintaining, and evolving it over decades. If Blue Origin succeeds with Project Jarvis, it could change the trajectory of space exploration entirely. Instead of astronauts relying on mission control for every decision, we'd have self-sufficient space platforms, run by AI, built with machines, and managed autonomously, in deep space, on the moon, or even in orbit around other planets. This could open the door to permanent human presence beyond Earth. Colonies that don't need to be resupplied constantly. Factories that mine asteroids and refine materials in orbit. AI architects that redesign habitats based on environmental threats, radiation spikes, micrometeorite impacts, or solar flares. And eventually, true space cities. Places not just for science or exploration, but for living, for culture, for families, for civilization. Of course, we're not there yet. Project Jarvis is still mostly behind closed doors. Much of it is speculative. But if even part of this vision is real, then Blue Origin may be building something much larger than a rocket. It may be building the foundations of our future beyond Earth. In science fiction, the name Jarvis calls to mind a helpful voice, a synthetic butler, a companion for heroes. But here, it might mean something else entirely. It might be the mind behind a space colony, the architect of orbiting habitats, the first intelligence not made for Earth, but for everything beyond. Project Jarvis is still evolving, but its vision is clear. A world built by machines, managed by AI, designed for humanity's next leap. The age of space colonization may not begin with astronauts, but with algorithms,